And good evening, everybody.
Hello.
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 Hello and welcome.
We are back to most likely close out the England chapter of Master of Nyarlathotep. We're down a Bry tonight, but we can start with Joey.
Hello, everyone. I am playing Connor Leone, the group's mechanic, and apparently the smartest person here.
And then Travis.
I'll be playing Theodore Oswald. Smooth talker extraordinaire.
Okay. And Terry.
Hello, I'm Terry. I play as James. I am the nerd, the medic, and the man who's working with the police.
Yes, you are. So, on that note, last time around, three of you, well, all four of you met up at the bar that what's his name? Theodore's father knows the proprietor of.
Patrick.
And you managed to talk Patrick, the bartender, into joining you on your insane quest to stop a grand rite of the cult at Miser House in the countryside of England tonight. James, meanwhile, split off with your new large French friend, Jean Guillery, to go report to Scotland Yard about the dead policeman whose warrant card you found at Miser House, and to try to gather a force of police to disrupt the ritual as well. James is not going to be in control of when he arrives at the scene or in what manner, but he did talk the police into allowing him and Jean to accompany them and be there as consultants to help keep a watchful eye out, that sort of deal.
Basically to identify which ones were the cultists. Kind of thing.
Yeah, basically it's going to be, well, if they're wearing robes and it's not a bathrobe.
Yeah, like, no, that's not a cultist, that's my friend. Oh, the criminal that's murdered people? Yeah, that guy.
On the other hand, I believe that Theodore and Connor and Birdie and Patrick have decided that they're going to wait until night has fallen and they can see the lights out in the woods so that they can sneak into Miser House while it's most likely deserted and try to find any evidence that might still be there or any clues or magic items, whatever you might find in there. So I'm going to put us on that map.
I did want to try to see what those artifacts before we got there.
Okay. Then why don't you give me an occult roll?
Whoa!
Alright, no problem. So you saw the sign he was making with them every time. The way he used them, he would cross them over his chest. And he did, like, he was very careful to make the exact same motion each time he used them. You know from your occult studies that there are some objects that act as a power source for casting spells. And you think
Like a
that's
focus.
well, not exactly a focus. When you use your telekinesis, you know that besides the mental strength it takes to create the effect you're looking for, it also drains some of your energy. It's not exactly health. Like you in James, Theodore doesn't know what magic points are, but it costs you magic points to use telekinesis.
Mental strain.
This is a battery for that sort of thing. So when you don't know exactly how powerful it is without doing it, but you know that if you do what he was doing with these scepters, it provides magic points to you. And you can spend those instead of your innate ones.
If I went to the bathroom and tried to test it out, would I be able to have an idea of how powerful these things are?
Why are you going to the bathroom?
Because I don't want anyone to know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he doesn't want us to see that he's using magic again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose
Secrets
so.
are best kept. Secrets.
So is that what you're doing then, while everybody else is kind of cleaning their guns and putting stuff in order? You sneak off.
I was already ready. I was like, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Conveniently pick up items, or I think I have a bag. I have like a mail bag. I keep them in. I'll take the bag with me.
You say mailbag. I say man purse.
Mertz.
Oh, you know what? Okay, that's fair.
Mertz.
Okay. So, again, these scepters are each about a foot long. One of them ends in a crook. Looks like a shepherd's crook. And the other ends in an inverted ankh. You hold them across your body. Roll 2d10.
10.
Okay, so the scepters glow a sickly greenish light, and you have 10 points of magic. Like, you can feel energy swirling around in them, and there's 10 points of energy worth there.
If I let go, do they dissipate?
You move it back out of position, and yeah, the lights are no longer there.
Every time I do it,
No, only the first time.
only the first time?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll put them back in the bag. Wash my hands because I'm not a monster.
You're not an animal.
I'm not an animal. I'll go back out. So, what's our plan? Are we going in guns blazing?
I think we've had enough discussions on the stream. We've had an awful lot of talking. Why don't we jump straight to the plan that we already discussed off the air, where you're waiting for the ritual to begin, and then you're going to sneak onto the island.
Alrighty.
So, you already know it's not that guarded up here. And it does seem as though during a ritual, all the cultists are there. Like, they don't have guards patrolling the island. So as you make your way, I'm assuming quietly, up the road still. You probably park a mile down the road or something. There are some lights on inside the mansion, and you can see eerie lights and the faint, distant chanting off in the forest. But you don't see anybody. You don't hear anybody near you, and you can just make your way up the road to. There are more cars than are shown on this map parked around the place. But you make your way back up. Connor, this is new to you and Birdie, obviously, but Theodore's been here before.
Alright. The place should be around back. Gonna quietly try to get over there.
Where are you trying to get to?
Over where the ritual is being held.
Okay. Connor wanted to go through the house first. Are you sneaking off alone?
What? Why did you want to go in the house, bud?
I was siding with you on the let's go through the house to get the things.
Yeah, you would.
That was your plan. That I said yes. Okay, let's do that.
Assuming that James is successful, you're probably not going to have an opportunity after the police arrive.
Yeah.
So if you want to go through the house and see if there are any other clues you can get, or magic books or items, this would be the time. Otherwise, you can go straight into the woods.
Okay, okay. Is the door locked?
It is not.
Excellent.
Flip on the light.
Now, you'll remember this from your brief sojourn here last time, Theodore, but it's kind of astonishing how run down the place is. Like, it's clear that it was once a very rich house, and there's still wood paneling and everything, but everything's dusty. There aren't really tapestries or decorations on the walls. There's not that much furniture.
I didn't see any, like a bedroom or anything, right? Or a study.
You basically came up into the Great Hall from the basement and went straight out a door into the night. But yeah, there's a staircase right there if you want to use it.
I'll use it.
Alright, you and Connor both going upstairs?
Yep.
Alright, I will put you both on another map.
Map. Door. Checking if there's any people.
Yeah, no, there are 5. Oh, you can tell. There's a bathroom and there are 5 or 6 bedrooms up here.
I don't hear anyone, right?
You do not. It's still just the two of you walking around.
I assume this is the master bedroom.
Yeah, this is very clearly the master bedroom. And one thing, like, as soon as you walk in here, remember how I said there aren't really decorations on the wall?
Yeah.
Not true in here. Staring right at you as you enter the room is a large portrait, a painting of a black pharaoh, as in obsidian, like skin dark as the skies with no stars. The detailing is incredible, beyond any art you've seen before. The eyes are... It feels like they're staring into your eyes with burning intensity.
I'm the master of this domicile. I'm gonna take out a dagger and just...
Okay. You deface the portrait.
Is there anything behind it?
There is...
I'm sorry, continue.
There is wood paneling that it now has a deep gouge running through it. And you see the canvas is stretched over the frame, obviously, and you see it jerk and pop a little bit. And then it settles in, and you still feel like the eyes are staring into your soul. Connor, you walk in just to see the end of this violence.
Magic painting or just breaking shit?
It was looking at me, and I did not like its intensity. Nothing on the back of the painting.
Yeah.
No.
Connor makes a quick decision in his head to just let this one go.
Listen, we don't deal with scary stuff. I don't take risks. I'll take a peek around the place. Anything?
Yeah, there are wardrobes. There's a dressing table on which there's a wooden mannequin head, the sort that you'd put a wig or jewelry on to keep it. It's currently empty. Let's see. It is a 4-poster bed with like red velvet curtains all around it. This is clearly the only room he really cares about in here. There's a chronometer, the only modern thing you've seen in this place, like a really high-tech clock on the wall. And next to the mannequin head is a folded piece of paper.
I'll stuff that in my mail bag.
Okay.
MAIL, like a mailman, not a man purse or a man bag.
I get
I
it.
just want to make sure to clarify that.
I get it. There are also books in here. If you want to look at the books, give me a library use roll. Just to quickly, you can either just grab a bunch of them, or you can see what you think of them.
Library. Is it use library in this?
I think it's
yes,
library
use. Ah!
Okay. So, there are a bunch of books in here that are, you know immediately that these are occult reference books. Like, they're things you've heard of, but they're not, like, the ancient books whispered of in legends and everything. It's just, if you read a bunch of them, you might bump your occult score up a few points. But in there, you see a book called The Equinox Divisé. Obviously in French. This is, you don't know what it contains, but this is a book you've heard of before.
I'm just gonna put that in my bag.
There's another called The Song of the Jinn.
Indian? Ocean is Middle East?
Yes, this would...
Yeah.
I'll put it in still. I'm just ransacking the place right now. Any cash?
Actually, no. There's not cash in this room. There is, if you open up the wardrobes, you can see there is some very, very nice clothing. And also several cultist robes, much nicer than the other cultists wear, and in several colors. He's got red and black.
I'll put on the red one.
Okay.
It'll hide the blood stains.
We'll hide the bloodstains. You know it's nicer than what the other cultists are wearing, so you might stand out a bit.
Are we gonna sneak into this?
I think we were going, just deciding on going stealth and figuring it out as we go.
All right. I'll put Connor in one of the more plain ones that he probably has. Anything under the bed or the pillows.
Let's see. Under the bed or the pillows. I like that.
Listen.
Always check under the bed.
I'm talking like
Always.
Like under the bed frame, under the physical bed.
Yeah, like.
Oh, there's a monster. There is. You can pull the chest out from under the bed. Inside of it, it's filled with metal tubes and wooden boxes and tins, and bags and sacks and pouches. If you open them up, there's herbs. There are roots, pickled organs, strips of skin and a hide. There's powdered blood. There's all sorts of like weird crap in here that you would know these are spell components.
Gotcha. All right. I think we should try to see if there's another study up here. There's 2 more doors. Unless Connor wants to check out more of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you as you open up the other doors, it's apparent that these are guest bedrooms. You can see
Not
suitcases.
much going on.
Suitcases put into the rooms where people have clearly brought up their luggage, but don't live here.
I'm just gonna come back real quick. Check under the rug. I know how these cultists hide their stuff.
Okay.
I almost forgot about
Oh,
it.
yeah. Always check under furniture in any investigative game.
You are less likely to find a trapdoor on the second floor of a building. And
Yeah.
that logic holds here.
Okay. There's no trapdoor. All right. Let's head back downstairs. I had to make
Maybe
the
no trap
Mario
doors, but
sound effect.
eventually we might find a hidden little underground lockbox on one of the second floors. That would be funny.
You're right. I didn't check the guest bedrooms if there's anything.
No,
under
you don't
those.
need to do that. There's no point.
I did see one other room that perked my interest
Okay.
before all my other investigation stuff. What's in here?
This is this was clearly a library at one point, and there are still some books on the shelves, but it looks like a great deal of the collection has been sold at some point. And as you go through it, you're not really seeing ritual stuff so much as you're seeing
Hobby enthusiast.
first editions of older books and things like that.
Okay. All right. So I did say I was gonna disguise us again.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll?
How are you, like, if you're just putting a robe on Connor, that doesn't need to be a disguise. But if you want to try to convince somebody that you're Gavigan because you're wearing his robe, that is going to be a disguise.
I just want to look important.
Okay.
I want my hood to still cover my face. The whole.
You want people to
9
pause
yards.
and be like, whoa, who's this important guy?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll your disguise. Okay, so,
Nice.
if you run into somebody and they're not, like, looking at Gavigan already, you can, for at least a brief while, convince them that you're the High Priest.
All right. While we're making our way out, I'll glance over that letter I found. Oh, you know what? I know it's a little late, but I feel like I'd have also taken the picture that I put a gash over.
Okay, yeah, you can cut that out of its frame and roll it up and put it in your mail bag.
Thank you.
Okay. Now that is gonna take a little while. Like, not forever, but you were in there ransacking through a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna assume you're in there at least half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair.
During that time, James, you don't know that they're in the house at this time.
Alright.
But you're going to be coming up with the police. And calm down, buddy. It's okay. I'm not going to, like, arrest you.
Oh, you're fine.
And they actually are going to drive right up to the mansion. There are a few cars here, and you're here with about a dozen officers.
Alright. How many of the officers are armed?
Probably most of them have at least pistols.
Okay.
But they're not going in with guns drawn and everything. From what you told them, this is a bunch of rich people. Like, this is Gavigan's...
I hope I did tell them that some of those cultists do have guns. I feel like I mentioned that.
Yep. And they probably won't hesitate to shoot anybody who uses a gun against them, but they're not going in here with the idea that these are just people you can kill and walk away from it just fine.
Hmm.
So they are going to, a couple of them are going to go over and look at the house. But most of the lights are off in the house. So they're not going to go through like a SWAT team and clear it. There's just going to be a few of them going over to see if there are servants or anybody they need to look out for there. The bulk of them, Barrington is going to... You can tell Barrington that you didn't really see the path through the woods, but that you think it's out. Like, you could hear the coast around you, you could hear the water around you down on all sides.
Yeah,
So
that
you
is
think
somewhere close enough to the place, a little bit further.
Yeah. So there's going to be 2 cops. Well, I should really be saying constables or bobbies here because it's England. But 2 of them are going to have their hands on you. 3 of them are going to be watching Jean. And
Yep.
then, apart from that, it's going to be breaking up into groups of 2 or 3 as they slowly make their way through the woods. But it's like there's a whole bunch of lights and you can hear chanting at this point, so it's not like they don't know where they're going.
Hmm.
And when you... Why don't you go ahead and make a sneak roll?
Me?
Yeah.
All
Actually,
right.
before anything else, let's do this. I'm going to turn on development, and all of you go ahead and roll your luck. You're due for a luck refresh before this.
Ooh.
Travis.
Luck refresh.
Luck refresh.
I thought I went from 39 to
No!
50 for a second.
What did I have to roll? I rolled a 3 on my luck.
Alright,
You
recover
still have
luck.
55.
Hey!
Hey, 3 brothers.
Got to get those 3 out the way, right, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm glad I used them up there. That's definitely how probability works.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to have you roll stealth. You're not responsible for the police stealth getting through the woods. I'm going to have you roll luck.
Let me roll
see.
luck.
Yeah, I want to see what your luck is
Ooh.
on the police getting close without alerting the cultists that they're there.
All right. Well, good thing I got 6 more luck now.
That was what reminded me to do that.
No.
Oh no!
All right. So you are going to, as you're making your way back through the
When
woods.
I'm stuck on twigs.
Oh, it's going to be worse than that. There's going to be... apparently some of the cultists were hanging back a little bit. They weren't right up around it. So you're going to hear scuffles begin to break out in the woods before you get close enough to actually see the main group. And before...
no.
You'll see... You know what? Now's the time for you to roll stealth. We'll find out if it's your group or another one that gets caught.
Well, am I having a hard time finding stealth? There it is.
Okay. So yeah. You don't do anything. I'm not gonna you say you trip on and fall on your face or anything. But you run into a group of cultists as you're making your way through the woods. And there's going to be a fight. As in the constables that are with you start whipping with their clubs. Their nightsticks. And the cultists are fighting back with daggers and everything. How do you react to this chaos?
It's only the two with me.
Just two of them are watching you. The cops are spread out through the woods.
How many cultists are fighting them?
Hard to say in the dark, but looks like about even numbers.
Hold on.
I'm just wondering if you take this opportunity to try to slip away from the cops, or if you're going to get in the fight yourself.
No, I'd rather help the cops.
Okay. In that case,
Is there a good rock around?
yeah, in that case, I will drop you on the map, and we're going to assume that the cops and the cultists are taking care of each other. We don't need to actually play out what's going on with them. But I'm going to drop you on the map and give you a cultist right next to you.
Sorry, say again?
Oh, well, if they're distracted with the cops, I'm going to try and sneak around behind them with a rock and try and hit them in the head.
All right.
Knock them out.
You can easily find a rock here. You're in the woods. That's fine.
All
Do
right.
you have a rock on your sheet? No, I can give you one. Don't worry, it says thrown, but it can be used as a melee weapon.
Don't
All
worry,
right.
Bri. We appreciate your appearance.
Yeah, no worries at all, Brian.
All right. Go for the hit then.
Go ahead and make that roll, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he fights back at you with a large knife, and he is not successful. You are going to beam this guy with a rock. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that's enough to put this cultist down. And you and the police in the group you're in can subdue the cultists that you've run into. Pretty
Sweet.
much through quick violence. But there are shouts throughout the woods now. And you can tell that some other groups have not been as lucky.
I'll ask them, should we help out the others?
Yeah, they're pretty much going to say, yeah, you stick with us. But
Of course. As I'll pick up my rock again.
All right. Yeah, they won't object to the rock, but back at the house. Bri, you're going to be with the group in the house. Just real quick so that you know what's going on. Theodore and Connor decided to go through Miser House itself and see what other clues or items of interest they could find while the ritual is beginning. I would like all of you to roll listen. We're going to see how well you notice the cops coming up to the house.
Listening with a 9.
Where's my listening?
Yeah, so you hear the doorknob turning. Yeah. Well, you don't even have to worry about it. You can roll and see if you can get a
All
boost
right.
to this skill, but you don't have to worry about passing it.
Roll for the boost.
I've already got a boost on it.
No worries.
Yeah, alright.
Fair enough.
So,
Should
yeah,
I roll for my luck? I noticed that you guys re-rolled your luck.
Oh yeah,
it is enabled.
won't
Go
be a
for
bad
it.
idea for you.
You lucky person, you lucky person.
It'd be part of the 3 gain.
On
Not
3.
close enough, but you know it works.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, with plenty of time, you hear that people are coming. And you can peek down over the staircase and see that these are constables coming into the house. Or peek from another room or wherever you are. So, what do you choose to do when you see the police entering the building you're in?
I'm sorry, they're entering the building right now.
Yes.
Uh,
You've pretty much handled ransacking the place already.
I'm at the door at this point, right?
You have plenty of time to recognize who they are and that they're coming and react without them seeing you.
I will lock this door, and then go out the other door. Come on, guys, this way, this way.
Yeah,
I'll follow him.
yeah,
Okay.
Connor follows suit.
Lighting the fireplace as you go, huh?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, no worries. You can get out. You're going to see at this point, they're kind of ahead of you, but you see a bunch of police officers heading into the woods, heading up towards where all of the firelight and chanting is coming from. So,
Okay, maybe the robes weren't such a good idea. Right, I put on, what's his name's robes, and then, like, did a disguise roll so well, I look like him.
So, yeah.
you can abandon them
job.
if you choose to. That's not a problem, but it's up to you.
I think I'm gonna try to sneak past all the commotion.
Okay. Are you going to stick together as a group and do that?
That's on everyone.
I'm gonna let him go ahead of me. I'll do it after he's gotten past.
Yeah. I'm going. Connor's going to like nod his head and like gesture like at the kid and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go with him and make sure he doesn't get himself killed."
I'll nod.
All right, Connor, you go ahead and roll stealth as well.
Alrighty.
And yeah, I was gonna follow them. I was just going to wait until they got past safely,
Okay.
Just in case we failed.
Okay.
just in case you fail and I have to start shooting.
Yeah, no problem. Both of you can make your, like, the cops are breaking up into smaller groups and heading back through the woods, so you can make your way around them in the dark evening. They're carrying electric torches, but those are not very effective at this point in time.
Right.
So, would I be able to get all the way over to the ritual and see what's happening? Get eyes on it?
You're going to be a little bit behind James arriving,
Okay.
but yeah, all of you. James, your group of cops, there's going to be fights and scuffles through the woods. You're going to come out, like, the cops are coming out on top of some of them, others they're not. There's, at this point, a lot of yelling. Nobody is in the dark about the fact that there are invaders now. But you and the cops you're with are going to burst out. You're going to get close enough. I'm not going to say you jump out where you're visible. But when you get close, there's a group of, like, 30 to 50 people standing around that giant obelisk that you were tied to the other evening.
Yep.
And it's hard to see, but people have stopped chanting at this point, you realize. And standing close to that stone circle, there are dead people. Like, there are clearly dead people standing up, and because it's a quiet evening and the cultists have stopped chanting, you can hear them all speaking with a single voice.
Oh, excellent.
I'm taking it that since I can also notice all this, that the other two that are with me can also notice this.
Oh, the cops absolutely are seeing this too. And they're kind of whispering, what's this nonsense then?
This is what they did to me about 2 nights ago. How far are the other cops from us?
You can
Or
see...
how far are the other officers from us?
Yeah, you can see that actually right about this time, Barrington is going to step out. Step out of the woods with several cops with him. And he's going to call out that this is an illegal gathering. And that a lot of them need to be taken in for questioning.
I'm going to look at the other two and say, I think that's our cue to move up with them.
Yeah, as he says that, obviously more cops are emerging out of the woods, kind of encircling the cultists. But, at this point, the cultists are all kind of... Like, it's a little... Like, there's a lot of noise and commotion. They're looking around trying to figure out what's going on. But then the dead people say, Inspector, I'm so glad you could join us this evening. And the rest of you are close enough. You hear it calling out, all of you, please come here. You're here for the grand rite. You're here to witness a miracle.
Yeah, so Connor is going to look at
are the other cops still pushing forward?
Yep, they are getting up to the circle of cultists and starting to try to, like, herd them together. They're, like, trying to start arresting everybody.
I'm going to look at the other two that are near me and say something. I don't feel something doesn't feel right.
No, I don't imagine it does. But they're saying, look, just, did you want to fight? Just stick close. We're gonna start getting people down to the house. We're gonna sort this out. Theodore.
Yes.
I know what you're focused on. Give me a spot hidden roll. All of you have gotten close enough at this point to see what's going on. Okay. No good.
I will spend 2 luck.
Okay.
I was about to say, just spend your luck.
So from your vantage point in the woods, you make out Gavigan. And you see that, like, the cultists aren't especially resisting the police right now, but they are kind of milling around Gavigan. And they're making sure that the cops aren't getting to him, as more and more of them are picked off and, like, led to the path down to the house. And you can see that he is clearly casting a spell.
Is he doing the whole arms together thing?
He doesn't have the scepters.
Okay.
Connor, you and Birdie are here too.
Can I push him down to the ground with telekinesis?
You can try.
Worth a shot.
I'm going to call it 2 magic points to knock him to the ground.
13. Is this a combined firearms telekinesis?
This is just going to be telekinesis, I think.
A 97. Does not pass.
So all that happens is you get, like, it's not debilitating, but you get a minor headache.
Yeah.
Yeah. Connor and Birdie, you, what are you focused on as you see this happening?
Connor's trying to figure out who exactly is the guy that's like leading this chant, and
Okay.
basically deciding who's the priority target here.
Okay. Go ahead. You make a spot hidden roll too.
Yep. Where's my character? Why is my character sheet always so closed? Aha! Oh my god!
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah. So, like I said, the cultists are working to keep the cops from getting to or seeing Gavigan. So you're getting the same distraction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If I spend 24 luck, it is danger zone territory for me.
Birdie,
So,
anything particular in mind for you?
I mean, I'm pulling my pistol and aiming for Gavigan, personally.
Well, if you want to spot him, you got to make a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
I'm sure you have no difficulty finding him on the map, but that's different.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You see him. You can see that you see the same thing that that Theodore did. That there are lots of other cultists, kind of getting around him and making sure that he's protected as his police are picking them off.
So can I fire?
You can make an attempt. Yeah, you can shoot at him. You will have the first firearm, like the first gunshot tonight.
Before I do, can I see where Zara is?
That would be another roll.
Okay.
Normally not.
I'm gonna do that first.
It is dark. It is firelight. There are cultists milling around everywhere.
I want to know where both of them are because I'd like to shoot both of them.
But she's your friend. You drank tea together. You smoked a hookah together.
We did.
And then new
And
information
now
came
she's
out.
working with them. I run a moonshine business, man. I hold no loyalties after betrayal, okay?
Okay, yeah. So, you
Okay.
see two people wearing fancier robes than the rest of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to do multiple shots. I'm going to fire 2 shots at Gavigan and a 3rd shot at Zara.
Go for it.
Is this point blank?
Oh no.
No, this is not point blank.
Let's see. I'm gonna make it normal target. Let's see. Base range and in melee because they're surrounded.
Okay. Okay, it's set all 3 towards Gavigan, but
I will count the third one as being towards her.
okay.
And you can hit your shoot button. Oh,
Oh, that
Oh!
piece of crap.
oh my god, okay.
Can I spend
Oh,
some luck to avoid that?
It
Or
costs...
no?
So, when you have a malfunction, it costs, I think it's 10 points of luck to prevent the malfunction, but you still miss.
Okay. I would like to spend luck to make both of these successes.
Okay.
Or the first one is success, and then yeah, I'll spend the 10 luck to make sure that that doesn't malfunction.
Alright. Roll your damage. Alright. So your first shot catches Gavigan in the shoulder. And you see him jerk in this crowd of people. The second shot rings out, and instinctively he like grabs one of his cultist friends, and he's like hiding behind him. And your shot takes the other guy in the forehead.
Ooh.
That's attractive.
Yeah, that's a special ability that villains have. He has to spend luck for it, so it's not free. So the bullets, like the gun rings out in the air. Suddenly, everybody, like there's a lot more commotion. I'm going to give us a different track here. And over at the same time that this is happening and the cops are reacting to shots being fired, some of the cultists, like the cops have finally like steered the cultists away from some of the corpses, and they react with some dismay to seeing these things. That's before the corpses leap on them and start chewing. At this point, I'm gonna...
Hey! Hey, we got our fodder.
Yeah, you don't... maybe you don't have to deal with these,
I'm going to take 2 steps back and look at the other 2 and say, I told you something was wrong.
Does this mean sand checks?
Yes, it does. Thank you for asking.
If I didn't ask, would you still said?
Yes.
Dang. I thought I was like that student in class, like, oh, what about the homework?
Well, at any rate, I would have regretted not doing it later, so thank you. Give me just a second, I will set that up for you.
You're fine.
There you go, you should all be able to roll on it. Oof!
Did we all roll
roll the
sanity for this?
97?
That's right.
Roll your sanity
Roll the
loss,
sanity loss.
Theodore.
It's only 2.
2's not so bad.
Wait, I met my...
Okay, so I'm assuming we all witnessed this and we all roll?
Yes.
I would still like to
Alright.
go and step back. I'm used to this, but I would like to still step back and say, I knew something was wrong.
Yeah, that's correct. That's the correct attitude, man.
Theodore is the only one of us who wasn't in the basement when we saw shit like this
This
before.
is also true.
Yeah. Although you did
Oh.
see something come out of the sky the other night.
Did my roll go through yet? Because I don't want to click it multiple times.
I do not see it. Did you see a
Okay.
result?
No.
Okay.
And I've clicked again and nothing, so I'm just gonna wait my roll.
Theodore, did you roll for your loss?
Yeah, I did. I only lost 2.
Can you?
still-
There's
I can't
Connor.
see it.
Okay. Connor is going to lose. Nope.
Ah, Connor's fine. You're
Yeah.
all a little bit hardened here.
Look, the
So-
only thing that Connor fears is what was at the bottom of the well.
And possibly when he sees that dragon.
All right, Zara is actually up first here. Okay, you're going to see her turn. You're going to see a cop put his hand on Zara's shoulder, and I'm going to have her roll. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, Birdie, you were looking at her. Like, you stop and you're messing with your weapon a little bit, but you're keeping your eye on her. You see a cop walk up and put his hand on her shoulder. She turns, looks in his face. She's wearing robes, so you can't see anything. You're too far away to hear. But suddenly, his eyes go white. And his body gets stiff, and then he collapses to the ground.
Okay, so yeah, she is an important target.
And then she kind of moves away from the cops and into the milling group of cultists. Connor.
Yes. So Connor is going to quickly read something he should have had memorized for this situation.
Okay.
Do we have an idea of what a speaking range is in this situation? Like he has to hear me?
What are you looking for? Your command?
I am, I'm using my command, and the idea is I'm targeting the big cult leader guy.
Okay. You are probably going to have to get in pretty close for him to hear you.
Okay. So, Connor
Unless-
is going to try and...
Unless you
Yes?
can think of a way to get attention focused on you.
We already have attention focused on us.
No, you don't. The attention is on the
No, you guys are
zombies.
still hidden.
Oh, okay.
What is between me and him? If it's like 50, cultists, I'll
He is-
rethink my approach.
He is still surrounded by cultists. They're still protecting him from the constables.
Yeah, it looks like it's just Connor's gonna have to shoot the guy
You
and
are
get his
wearing
attention that way.
cultist
Oh.
robes.
I am wearing cultist robes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and run forward to protect the leader.
Excellent strategy. Let's see. I think either fast talk or stealth could apply here with a bonus die for the excellent disguise that you're wearing. Thank you, Theodore.
Yeah, absolutely stealth
Okay.
and a bonus die. Because fast talk is a bad roll for me. Because I'm bad at it in real life. I will spend the luck.
Okay. Then yeah, it doesn't. You have no problem. You run. like they're not running in circles around him or anything, but they're just like making sure that there's a crowd around him as the police try to get in there. And you can make your way through the crowd and get close enough to speak to him.
Yeah, so whenever Connor is within speaking distance, he will do it the second that he knows that he will hear his words.
All right. I think you can press the cast button on it.
All right.
I think you can. We'll find out. I don't think we've done a spell this way before.
Yeah, all I got is trade store item, edit, and delete.
Okay.
Is it in combat? Yeah, it's currently just in my gear.
Okay, I just hit it.
Okay.
So it costs 4 magic points and 6 sanity points.
Okay.
Make an intelligence check, which is available to you up on there. In
Yeah.
the chat.
Intelligence or power?
Intelligence. This
Are you
this
sure?
is due to the sanity loss.
Oh, okay.
This is you being like you fully comprehend what you just did. Like that you are embracing the role that the bloody tongue gave you.
Yeah.
And now go ahead and make your power roll. And I'll make one for him.
Alright. And power.
Okay.
I mean, you can spend it. So we said.
You can spend
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna spend it. That is 25 luck to get it extreme, so I'm just going to hard. I can't.
Okay.
Uh,
I will, in this case, he's off his guard. He's casting a spell of his own. I will say that matching his success level is enough for it to work.
okay.
I was gonna complain if it didn't. I was gonna complain if it didn't.
I
Generally-
wasn't.
Generally, the cooler thing is what I'm going to want to happen.
I know, but I was gonna complain.
And yeah, you can see it takes 3 rounds for it to completely for his mouth to completely seal over. But you already see as he's chanting, you can see his lips sticking. Like as he's talking and moving his mouth, you can see his lips stick and peel apart as he's going. And it is his turn next. He is going to, like, he's looking at you. He knows who just did that to him. But he casts his hands into the air as he finishes the spell that he's casting. And you all hear the noise of some unearthly screeching ringing out in the winds high above you.
I'm not gonna look. I'm looking at Gavigan and Zara. I'm going to shoot them.
And that's going to be the end of his turn. James.
I'm going to, while looking up, tell the cops that maybe now would be a good time to pull out those guns.
Oh yeah, they have them. They heard the guns. They heard the gunshots already. They don't know who did it, but they see that the people are being attacked with tooth and claw.
Like I said, I was gonna look up to see where that screech was.
You really want to?
No, but I don't like surprise attacks.
All right, make a spot hidden.
If there was a screech above, I'm also looking for this thing.
Well, you'll have to do it on your turn.
Okay. Where's the turn counter?
Under combat, the cross swords. You can also right-click on that and it will pop out on your screen.
Ah!
All right. You see him. Here we go. So you see the black, like, snake with wings up in the sky. Apparently you're a little
Seen it
inured
the
to
first
it from
time?
having seen it already.
Yep.
So as
what does
it's-
it look?
Yes?
What does it look like it's gonna try and land?
Well, it looks like there are two of them.
Oh no!
And you see them kind of circling around and looking at what's going on below them and assessing the situation. You're guessing they're going to go for the cops.
Where's the inspector?
He's off, like, he's working with some of the other cops arresting people.
I'm going
Actually,
to.
you know what? Now that he sees cops being attacked, you're going to see him pushing his way through the crowd, getting over there.
I'm going to yell at him to be careful.
Mhm.
There are two of them in the skies. And just not elaborate.
Yeah. I'm going to assume he's close enough to hear you, but he'll pretty much just give you a funny look and then get back to what he's doing.
Andrew, I hate to interrupt you, but you have a fuzzy creature looking
know.
at you, pleading for pets,
She's all over
pleading
me
for
tonight.
attention.
She's actually looking the other way right now.
Well, she was looking adoringly at your face.
She's a good girl.
And then I guess the only other thing I'm going to do is there any... Oh, actually, now I see them. Oh, yeah, there they are.
Yeah, they're there.
They're all the way out there.
They're visible now.
Nice. I'm gonna try and just... None of the cops... Is there any dead cops near me?
The dead cops are kind of around, close to the center of the circle.
Okay, I'm not running into the center of the circle.
Can you make out
Just
where
to try and-
the standing corpses I was talking about are? They're the guys kind of in yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see them if you
So those
just
are the
highlighting over them.
yeah, those are the ones that are attacking cops really.
Hmm. And I don't want to go near them. I don't have a weapon other than a rock. And a rock's not going to do it against the dead.
No, it's really not.
And if there's no cops near me, I think I'm just going to kind of try to hide from the beast that are flying around.
Okay. If you want, you remember that cultist you smashed in the head in the woods?
Yeah?
You could have grabbed his knife. You want his knife?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. There you go. It's a large ceremonial knife. It's called knife medium on your sheet.
Yep. See, how many cops are on each, like, say, dead?
There were only about a dozen cops that came with you. They were already drastically outnumbered by the cultists.
I'm talking about the undead.
Yeah, so there are 8 undead standing around the altar. And There are a couple of dead cops by one or two of them. It's clear that this is turning against the cops very quickly. You can decide to delay and wait for an opportunity to do something if you want.
I guess, yeah, I'm just going to wait until I have an opportunity to try and assist one of the cops or to assist one of them.
You can dash in and try to, like, Barrington is going for one of them. You can go in and try to assist him against one of the undead here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. We can just pick one. It could be this one, say.
Yeah.
Go in and try to rescue a cop, buddy. I'm going to give you advantage because you're working with Barrington.
Alright.
No, I'm sorry. I'm doing it wrong. Here we go. Oof. Okay, you run up, you stab your knife right into the thing's chest, and it wraps its arms around you.
As you... I guess it would still happen, wouldn't it? Or would I be able to beat that with luck?
If you up it to extreme, you can beat it. Which is 22 luck.
Don't really feel like being hugged.
That's absolutely fair.
So, yeah.
Okay, you beat it. You can roll your damage. Okay. You then, instead of the chest, you stick it right into the side of his neck, and you jerk sideways, and the head goes flipping off to the side. Lands on the ground, and continues to speak. But the body collapses to the ground. And Barrington, at this point, is going to have to make a sanity check. That's... Pretty sure I gave this guy token image. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Okay. So Barrington, his eyes are going to go wide. He's going to back up. And he's going to scream.
I'm going to turn around in response and say, "Get it together, otherwise we're going to die here."
We'll see if he can do that. But now it's Birdie's turn.
Alright. This time I'm going to try one shot towards Gavigan
Okay.
and two at Zara. Oh, no, I'm not. I'll have to reload next turn.
Are you just standing, like, hiding behind a tree and shooting from safe distance?
Yes.
Smart.
And correction, I'm firing 2 shots directly at Gavigan because I only have 2 shots left in my pistol.
Makes sense.
Then I have to reload.
Go ahead and
Oh,
do
I
that.
forgot to switch it to multi-shot.
It's okay, we can just roll another one after this.
Okay.
Because you hit him. Alright.
And one more.
We need to re-roll that one. You had a bonus die
Look at
instead of a
that.
negative die.
Uh-oh. Oh, because it was still at point blank range. Whoops.
Right.
Yup.
So I'll just pop it up. Okay. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Don't worry.
Okay. Oh,
It's his fault. Don't worry about. Don't worry about. Remember to heal him.
Oh, I have to choose to apply it, so it's not on there.
hey, Fluffy, nobody likes a teacher's pet.
I am a bit of a teacher's pet tonight.
Okay.
Is that a sand check?
It's not a sanity check to shoot somebody generally.
No, I was talking about earlier.
I do still hit him,
You do still hit him.
but
Yeah, sorry, the inspector wasn't expecting me to pop off a head like a bottle cap.
No. No, he was not. He is going to manage to, like, as he's staggering backwards, you're going to hear him say, "That was Gregory." So, Birdie, you managed, while Gavigan is, like, he's standing there with his arms up in the air, you hear the screeching on the wind, and you manage to put 2 shots right into his chest. He does not go down, but you can see, while he's wearing red robes, you don't see the blood spreading, but you know you hit him.
I can see the glint of wetness on his robes.
That's right. And Theodore.
You said that there was screeching, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a spot hidden.
It is if you want to look for them. You will see them in a moment.
Yeah, I'm still keeping somewhat a glance at them.
Question: how many Molotov cocktails would I have been able to procure?
How many? The question is more how many you can safely carry at one time.
Which we kind of figured it was 2.
Yeah.
2, even with the bag.
Yeah.
Because it's just a rag stuffed in it. There's no thing stopping it from pouring out.
And also, you're sneaking around the woods, and we're assuming that the bottles weren't clinking together.
Yeah, you don't want to be sneaking around and clinking like a liquor store.
All right, all right. I will.
Do you have Molotov cocktails on your character?
On the sheet, yes.
Perfect.
I will.
Look for the thickest pack of cultists.
Really, it's
Listen.
more about what effect do you want to get here.
You know what? I have a question, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I would like to use my telekinesis to throw a Molotov cocktail right
Okay.
above the cloister of people, cultists. Just have it explode, just shatter rain of fire down them.
I'm trying to figure out what effect you want to get from the telekinesis itself here, because you could just throw it.
Instead of throwing it and having it hit something and then shatter everywhere near that thing, I want it above above them, so it gets a wider radius. You feel what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to use telekinesis to.
You want to basically float it over there and shatter it with your telekinesis.
Yes.
Okay. I don't see any reason why you couldn't. Let's see. You like to rearrange your skills. Where is your telekinesis on here?
Top. 75.
Ah, you planning on using it a lot, huh?
Yeah.
In order to do that, during combat, telekinesis and throw and spends 1 magic point. Okay, I'm going to say you can do either telekinesis and throw or telekinesis and brawl in order to achieve this. I'm going to count it as 2 magic points.
All right. I'm gonna roll my throw. What? What? No, hold on now. It showed me 55 on the screen. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
You did acquire luck recently.
You really want me to use all my luck for that, don't you?
Yeah, if you want to.
It would be pretty cool.
Fine.
Otherwise, that's just a waste of a Molotov.
Who are you dropping this above?
I'm trying to drop it above the zombies. Like, that's my main target.
Okay.
They are in a perfect circle.
Yeah. That they are. I don't think you're going to be able to hit all of them. But we'll say, let's do it this way. Zara is heading up this way.
Hmm.
So you can set a whole bunch of cultists on fire and cut off her escape, as well as setting 3 of the... I'll tell you right now, they're called Million Favored Ones.
Hmm.
How does that sound to you?
That sounds very good.
Okay.
There were no cops on that side, right?
No, they were coming up from the same direction you were, so this is a little bit away
Okay.
from everybody else.
Just want to make sure some cops weren't being burnt over there. I'd be sad. No, but you should at least want to make sure I'm not gonna burn with them. Have
Well,
some respect for your friend.
That was a pretty effective turn, I think. Everybody else, you see just an explosion of fire. Suddenly, half of this clearing is on fire. And we're going to swing around to the top of the turn again. And, yeah, let's start out with a demonstration for you. I'm going to have everybody... I'm going to target Connor and Theodore and Birdie as this monster swoops down into sight. It looks like an enormous, I'm talking like 20, 30 foot long serpent with wings and weird arms and legs. And I'm asking for some sanity checks here.
No.
Question.
No means no.
Just because I think it would be funny. Does the inspector need to go and have a sanity check?
That's a fair point. Let's do that.
User lacks permission.
You lack permission?
I lack permission.
Are you clicking on Theodore?
I do have him highlighted.
Okay,
Wait,
well,
did
I
you
rolled
not
it for you.
see? I thought you already spotted them.
Uh-uh.
No?
No, he decided against spending his time doing that. Okay. Apparently he can handle this better than he can see his old friend's
Good.
head getting hacked off.
It's because I told him to get it together. Otherwise, we're gonna die.
Connor,
Yep.
can you roll the sanity check, or do I need to do it?
Yes. It just takes forever to get there for some reason.
Here, I can hit it. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Wait, why are you already suffering a bout of madness?
That should be fine.
Yeah, I
My
don't
sanity
think
is only 70 at 71 of 82.
I don't think that's correct. Let me turn that off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exposed to a
fine.
traumatic event with his spell casting.
Oh yeah.
Ah. So
Thank
spell
you.
casting caused it.
Thank you very
That
much.
is right.
So we should really do this as well. Nah, that's not fun. You've already got a phobia you have to deal with. Let's give you something else.
What is my phobia actually?
Of the moon. So that's not great tonight.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was.
Wait, no, I
the one
thought
that-
his
Oh.
phobia was of the dead.
Yeah, his phobia was
he
of
was
the
surrounded
dead.
by the dead.
Okay. That's a
Wasn't
problem.
it?
phobia is of the
Victor's,
dead.
Victor's
Victor's
phobia
is of
was
the
of the
moon.
moon.
That's right. Thank you. But you're not up with the dead, so it's not affecting you right now. But the rage is.
Rage? Yep. That sounds fitting.
But this monster dives down out of the darkness and swoops onto a cop. Just like hits him with claws, pins him to the ground, and bites his head. Let's see. What's your spot hidden, Birdie?
I believe it's 75. Yeah, it's at 75.
Okay. So I'm going to use that to set the difficulty for Zara. I did that wrong. Let me roll that again. There we go. Okay. So you see her. She's trying to make her way along the north edge. The fire explodes. She's trying to slip into the crowd and slip away, but you're keeping your eye on her as she heads to the south instead. She's actually heading for that monster. And then another one comes down out of the sky. You know, we've got enough of them on cops already. We're gonna go after our friend James. So it comes swooping down out of
on it.
yeah, it comes swooping down out of the sky at you, and is going to try to grab you.
I'm gonna try and dodge it.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and choose dodge. And then roll it. I should be able to do it in the chat window. There you go.
There's not like a reaction in this, right? Oh.
Oh, let's go!
All right.
Bitch.
Yeah. It comes. You've already seen what happens when it grabs you. So how do you dodge out of its way? Do you somersault? Do you do something else?
Yeah, let's... I kind of do like a little side tactical roll, trying my best to get out of the way. Like,
Yeah. And
keeping the knife still in front of me.
so it comes down expecting to hit you and pin you to the ground, but it just ends up hitting the ground hard and stumbling a little bit as you shift to the side. Connor, you're feeling that rage.
Oof, that one was loud. Oof.
Yeah, that's not great.
I'm still not hearing it, and I have made sure it's not on my end. There is nothing it could possibly be from my end.
It does seem to be on your end. I don't know what it could be, but
I'm sorry.
Like, at this point, it could. Like, I'm chalking it up to the Bluetooth keyboard. Like, I don't know what else it could be.
yeah, and it's ridiculous that Bluetooth would do it, but you figured that out the other week.
Yeah.
Like with my phone, and then I just disconnected my Bluetooth speaker. I cannot disconnect my Bluetooth mouse and keyboard because
I'm not telling you to troubleshoot it right now either.
Yeah. We're gonna figure that out. But yeah, like that is my irrational guess, which I am the king of making.
It might be something with your browser.
But Connor, you have rage.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I bet I know what it is.
Awesome. So yeah, Connor is going to just yell at the man. Why can't you just be a sensible person and die when you're shot? And he'll dive at him.
Alright, you're gonna try to attack Gaffigan?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think he's dropping all, like, reasonable mentalities, and he's just going to go at him barehanded.
Okay. You're allowed to draw a weapon, but you are just seeing a red mist of rage.
Yeah, he is pulling out his knife, and and it is not a good knife. It is meant as a tool first. So.
Yeah, and you also should not be fighting up close right now.
Not at all, but it's a blind rage, not a well thought out rage.
That's right.
So, multi-tool stab. I do not have a target in sight though.
He's right in front of you.
I don't have a target. Like, oh my god, it was horizontal. Okay, now I'm seeing the things.
Okay. Yeah, you can double right click on him, it'll be targeted.
Okay, there we go. I was like, why are we still at this map? Whatever, it doesn't matter. I didn't zoom out enough.
Go ahead and
yep.
make your attack.
And stab.
Alright, he is not holding a weapon.
Alright, well, I rolled a 26. I rolled one more, so I'm going to spend one to pass.
Okay. Well, that's useful because
I was
he
like,
did fail, so you'll get to stab him with
Oh,
the
awesome.
tool.
Do I click the multi-tool knife tag? Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, 2 hole damage.
Yeah, you stab him in the leg. He's swearing at this point. He's talking about how uncouth all of you monsters are, how you're interrupting the grand rite. And it's his turn. As he's doing this, though, his voice is getting more and more slurred, as it's harder for him to open his mouth all the way. Your spell is definitely taking effect on him. He's going to realize that he doesn't have, like, more spells aren't really going to help him now. Because he's not going to be able to finish casting a spell before before his mouth is closed. So he is going to run away. Limp away with a knife in his leg. And climb on the back of the monster that just missed James. check something real quick here. Travis, roll a D100 for me.
$95.
Okay. And he's going to clamber up on its back, and that is his turn. James, you are right next to this thing as you see the man in the important robes climb up onto its back.
Do I also see Zara?
Maybe? There are a whole bunch of robes running past you.
I guess the important one is the one I should pay attention to.
Either way, man.
Let's see, how close was the oh, it's still on. It's still on top of the other officer that just got its head chowed on.
It is eating the officer at this point. But it's only
I don't feel like getting close enough to go and try and grab that gun.
There are... We can say that there are some close enough you can grab a gun.
Yeah, I would like to grab a gun.
Let's see. What type of guns do they hold? .38 revolver. So I'm gonna give you one of those.
Alright, a revolver. I'm kind of used to a revolver.
Yeah.
I had a stronger revolver, if I remember correctly.
I will fully load it for you. So you have a revolver in hand now. You can pick off of an unfortunate officer.
I'm going to aim at Gavigan and yell. Not yell at Gavigan, but yell at Barrington and say, "We can't let them get away.
All right.
If they get away, this will all be for nothing." As I'll take 2 shots at him.
Okay.
If I could actually highlight Gavigan.
Here, I'll move the monster away so you can do that.
Alright, thank you.
Everybody has them targeted now. Yeah, point blank will count here. You were basically right up next to him as he climbed up there. Press it the number of times that you want to shoot, and then there'll be a new button to shoot.
What is it working?
So where it says shoot firearms, press it once, it'll say 1, then press it again, it'll say 2. Okay, well, roll your damage.
That did not do what I wanted it to do. I did not want to only shoot one.
It's okay, we can do another one. Just go ahead and roll your damage for this one. Okay. He is spending luck so that other cultists are climbing up onto the beast with him, and you're going to shoot one of them, like, in the head as he's getting up there.
Alright.
Okay, let me change this so that you have disadvantage for having shot once before, and go ahead and roll it. Okay. Second one is just going to miss.
Alright.
Birdie, you've kept your eye on Zara as she makes her way south. You also see Connor, like, in a fit of rage. He just stabbed Gavigan, and now he's, like, looking around for his next target.
I'm gonna ignore Connor for now.
Okay.
Quick question. I actually have 2 pistols listed on my sheet. I feel like I remember giving one of them to one of you guys. I don't remember
believe
if
it
I
was
did or
Connor.
not.
Oh, the 6-shot revolver. It's in mine.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
Wanted to double check that.
Oh yeah, I know
before
I have a
actually
gun,
decided.
but
Yeah.
but Connor was making it personal.
Yeah. I was just checking for my own information, because like I said, I still have 2 listed on my sheet.
It's a shame that I rolled 1 beneath the brawl, 1 above. Like, if I didn't have to spend luck on that, that would have been perfect. Ah,
Hey, that's what luck is for.
yeah. But sadly, spending luck doesn't actually make the skill any better.
It's true.
Okay. I'm just going for Gavigan. Needs to be multi-shot. Should not be point blank range.
Yeah. Are you reloading?
Yes, I am reloading.
So you can reload and shoot 1 bullet, like you, or you can take a turn to fully reload your gun.
Okay.
Which is
I'll shoot a single bullet. I'll do a single.
Okay.
Aw.
Oof.
It's only 2 above my number. I can spend 2 luck for that.
All right. Roll your damage. Yeah, he is going to spend the last of his luck. So he is out of luck now, but another cultist is like getting in the way as you're taking this shot and gets shot off of this thing's back.
Somebody shoot him!
Yeah, it sucks when there's a boss around, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Theodore.
So the dragons are finally landed. I know they're not called dragons, but I'm still gonna call them dragons.
You can do that.
Can I?
No, they're
so if
dragons.
I decide not to care about the policeman's safety, can I get all of these? Zara, the 2 dragons.
And Inspector James Barrington and James.
Please, please, no.
There's some sacrifices we have to make.
Is that what you're
Okay,
gonna
you
do?
don't have to go and napalm me.
Listen, Terry.
You can napalm the other side.
So I want you to understand one thing. This is not D&D where you hit somebody with a fireball and then the priest heals them. You are just setting a man on fire.
Can I get the 2 dragons and
Set me on fire, I'm never forgiving you.
Gavigan? Is that plausible?
No. No, not
If you
without
s-
hitting James.
If you set James on fire, then we're getting rid of Victor and Theodore.
You're telling. Okay. I'm gonna put this in terms, right?
Yeah, what
We
I'm
got 2
listen.
monsters.
The monster the Gavigan is on came
He's
down out of the skies,
right next
and
to
James
me.
barely dodged it. He is standing immediately next to this thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Roll another D100.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. What are you doing with your turn?
I don't have any other weapons other than throwing stuff.
Don't you have a shotgun?
Yeah, I think you got a shotgun.
Yeah, but I have to get close.
That's not how shotguns work, buddy. That's only in, like, Wolfenstein.
Okay. Alright.
You will hurt a whole bunch of other people, but probably not James, like you would with a Molotov cocktail.
Let's do it. Apparently I don't have it loaded.
I mean, yeah, if you're just aiming at the back and you're aiming for Gavigan, I think you should be able to hit him perfectly fine.
Where's Gav again?
What rounds are you using?
Yeah, I'll put him here so he's easier to target.
I'm using Buck.
This would have been a good time for you to have Slug.
Listen, there's a difference between Theodore and Victor. Victor knows what he's hunting. Theodore, you can use a catch-all, can't you?
Call base. You're not
I
too
can
far
I can
away.
unload both of them at the same time, right?
Yes, you can.
What does that give me?
I mean, it's multi-shot and you shoot two shots.
Oh, fuck it. I don't care.
Okay. So you missed. He's gonna go through the wings of the creature. You okay
Damn
with-
it!
You okay with that?
Yeah, that was my one-liner.
You can spend
Damn
32
it.
luck on it.
I'm not spending 32 luck on it. I don't care. If this man... we're disrupting his plans. This is good enough for me right now. At least Theodore.
Okay. Are you gonna move around at all, or are you gonna stay in safety there?
I'll move in the shadows.
All right. James, you're still right there. So the one who did not
Yeah.
attack you last time is gonna attack you this time.
Dodge again.
There you are. Now I can target you. Instead of trying to grasp you, it is going to just like try to whack you with its wings and knock you to the ground. And you gotta decide, are you dodging, fighting back?
Dodging.
Dodging smart.
That was extreme. Oh no.
Yeah, that's real bad. How much luck do you have? Okay.
39.
So, it hits you hard. You feel an immense pain in your chest, and then you feel nothing. Yes, Travis.
I can use... I can shield him, can't I?
You can try.
I'd like to.
I was about to say, hold on, that 39 luck wouldn't be able to possibly help me.
He can. But let me check Theodore real quick here.
Can I give him 5? No, 6.
Where are you, James? There you are.
With 6, if you had 6 health points remaining from that, would you still die? I don't mean to. If you don't want
It
me...
only did like 2 more than my max, so I would survive if you gave me 6.
Okay.
I think you only have 5 magic points remaining,
Oh, I just
Theodore.
typed that in. I was at 11, minus 6.
Oh, okay. Make your telekinesis roll. Okay. So, James, you still go flying backward after it hits you.
Hmm?
There, like, you saw a brief disruption in the air that then shattered, and you felt this immense weight in your chest. You still black out as you go rolling backwards. But then you're going to be lying down and looking up at the sky. And you've got,
All right.
I think, 4 hit points remaining.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Birdie, you still keeping an eye on Zara, or are you focused on Gavigan now?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on her.
Okay.
Like, I'm focusing my fire on Gavigan, but he's kind of obvious at this point.
Yes, he is. So, you are going to, like, you see what happened to James, because he's right there where the two you're watching carefully are. You see him go flying backwards and hit the ground. And then you see, there's one inspector here who's wearing, he obviously looks more important in his uniform. He already looks shell-shocked, and you see Zara walk over to him and begin speaking to him.
I'm not gonna allow that.
Well, that's her turn as you see her start talking to him.
She doesn't, like, coup de grace.
Then, the monster that Gavigan is on takes off into the air, with him on its back, along with one other cultist. I'm going
Lovely.
to move it over here. So I think that none of you are going to know what's going on. But, Travis, I've been having you roll those D100s for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, Victor, you're going to cast back the hood of the cultist robe you're wearing. From behind Gavigan.
Well, at least one of us can get him.
as the monster flies out over the water.
So, Victor's gonna, like, grab his back, press the barrel of the gun right between his, like, ribs, pointing up. This is for Andrew, and just pull the trigger.
I like that it's just my name now.
It was Andrew
Hammer.
Hammer, right? Hammer? It was just Hammer.
It's Jonathan Hammer.
John. Oh,
What's
my
that?
God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, it's funny to call it Andrew.
It was a powerful line. It was the first word that came to mind.
No, it's a good line. And you don't need to roll for that. You're just shooting a man in the back with a shotgun.
Okay.
Are you letting him tumble into the ocean?
I'll see if he has anything on him first, and then, like, disregard his body after I take anything.
That's not the position you're in here.
Yeah.
You can either struggle to keep him on here, keep his corpse on here, or you can drop him. You're not like rummaging through his pockets at the moment.
Damn. I'll keep his body.
Okay.
I assume I need to make a sand check on for myself.
Victor,
Yeah.
you've been in a bout of madness for quite a while, so no.
Okay. That's fair.
Connor,
Connor's going to realize, he took my knife. That fucker. He just pulls out his gun. Rolls the cylinder and just aims at Zara, and just as many bullets as he can put in her, he's gonna do it.
Okay.
So,
I am ending your bout of madness now because it was only supposed to last one round.
oh, okay. He's gonna stick with it for this action.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I can't calculate the distance.
There, I made it base range.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a multi-shot. I don't know how to do multi-shots. This is
So
my first
the
time
button-
doing that.
The button that exists now, press that as many
Yeah.
times as the number of bullets you want to shoot.
Click it and
Okay.
don't click shoot.
Right.
Don't make my mistake.
Okay, so shoot firearms and click
it
that
once,
multiple times.
Then click it twice. Yep. And each time you'll see another bullet down there.
Okay, and I'm gonna shoot 3 times.
Go ahead.
I was hoping you were unloading the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Ooh, those are hard.
You'll be glad to know she does not have luck points.
And 6, 5.
11
So
damage
11
right
total.
there.
Okay, yeah, that is going to be enough that she is knocked off her feet. She's on the ground bleeding. And it didn't have her do it, but I'm going to have her roll a Constitution. Yeah, she passes out and is bleeding on the ground. Gavigan is dead. So, James, there are still cultists running around. The clearing is still on fire, and there's still a couple of dragons.
Oh.
Well, I just got sent flying back. I feel like I'm gonna slowly get back up, and I'm going to just look back in the direction I flew from.
Mm-hmm.
And how's the inspector looking?
Well, Zara was doing something to him, and she has just been shot. So he's not like, he's just like standing there. Like he hasn't had time to react to what's going on yet.
How are the other officers looking?
They're starting to flee. Like there aren't that many left. There's like maybe 6, maybe fewer.
How many cultists are still left?
A lot. But they are also starting to leave. Like nobody wants to be around the fire.
I guess
And you know what else you'll see is the corpses that are standing up are going to collapse at this point.
all right. Well, I guess
And this
any
is where Connor has a problem
cultist,
with them.
any cultist that tries to either run towards me or the inspector while he's still pretty much trying to process stuff, I'm gonna try and just shoot them.
Okay. Yeah, they are.
And just kind of defend us. I'm not gonna fully get up. I'm gonna kind of probably be like half, like sitting down,
Okay. So yeah.
trying to just keep my balance and stabilize my my shots.
So we're not going to make you roll for that, but as you're lying on the ground, most of them are just running out. But anybody that's coming over towards the inspector or you with malice, you'll take a couple shots and put them down. Birdie? You just saw Zara fall to the ground.
I'll take a half a second to see if she's whether she's moving or not, and then I'm gonna take my turn to reload.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna lose sight of her in the pounding cultist, but she doesn't get back up while you're looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my chance to reload and
Okay.
just take in the situation because, as far as I'm aware, Gavigan is just gone. Zara's down, and then there's just a bunch of lackeys running around now. The cops at least seem to have recognized who the bad guys are.
Well, at this point, they're just assuming that they should leave.
Yeah.
Theodore.
Hmm. Do I see any? Did they? I'll just go up to
Theodore, you might want to consider what you can do about getting rid of these dragons.
You're right.
You consider yourself good at that sort of thing, don't you?
Yes, yes, I do. I will become the Dragon Slayer. I'm gonna throw the Molotov cocktail at the one on the ground.
Okay. The one that just, like, you saw it just a moment ago hit James. He went flying back. You managed to protect him using, like, the last of your mental energy. And it's, as it starts, like, it watches him, sees him sit up, you see it start for him again, and you can throw your Molotov cocktail.
Can I throw it into its mouth?
Let's call that a hard.
Okay, okay.
As long as you get a regular, you'll hit it. But you have to get a hard to get it in its mouth.
Let's go. What would that be for a hard? 5 luck, sure. I'll do 5 luck.
All right. So, what's the damage on a Molotov cocktail?
2d6.
All right. So this thing has armor, but that's on its skin, and I'm going to assume that, contrary to Drax, this is weaker on the inside, especially to fire. Like, its tongue is on fire. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Wow! Wowza! Big numbers!
Okay. Now it's on. Now it looks like a dragon for real. It's like throwing its head around and like roaring into the sky. There are flames just pouring out of its mouth. You've heard it. Like, you've heard it bad, but it also, like, you might actually believe it's a dragon now. Or
Oh, I believe
believes
it has been a dragon.
Okay.
I will, with what's left of my turn, I will grab the items of power, the focuses, or whatever we're gonna call them.
The scepters?
The Ankh. Yeah. I'm gonna switch out my headset, so you go to the next person.
Okay. You're actually gonna be the next person.
I actually lied. Is Victor on this sheet now?
Victor is going to be. Victor has the same dexterity as the hunting horror he's riding, so we're just gonna have you act together.
Okay.
But you're not in control of it.
I didn't figure.
Yeah. So the person who was in control of it just died. What are you gonna
But
do?
you probably could be in control of it.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that's some grand magic shit right there.
You'd have to be like a high priest of this god or something.
I do. So, what I'm.
Yeah. What? What do you need, man?
Does Victor get to roll luck at all?
No.
Dang. Okay. All right. I need help, right? Do I do the comically insane action, or do I do the more reasonable action? What do you guys think?
You are in a bout of madness.
I'm going
Okay.
to tell you right now, it's up to you.
You have
Andrew.
you have completed the spell now.
Yep. What would it be to take control of this monster? This monstrosity?
You don't know a spell for that.
Oh.
So I'm thinking. Do you want to embrace the role that you've been given?
Ooh. Ooh. In this moment, I will embrace. I'll embrace some power within me that I feel, and try to seize it for myself. If it's not mine or another's, I couldn't tell.
Okay. Here's how it's gonna work. You can make a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Hmm.
If you succeed, it is going to be it's gonna be 5 sanity.
Hmm.
If you don't succeed, we're gonna roll a d20.
For sanity?
You're gonna be able to seize control of this thing either way.
Okay.
Just how well you keep control of yourself while you're seizing control of it.
We're going for it. Hold on. I'm gonna spend 37 luck.
Okay.
How much luck does Victor have at the moment?
7.
Man's gonna die.
All right. So take your 5 sanity damage. We're gonna find out what that looks like for you here.
A completely different one.
You might be cautious all of a sudden. So, yeah.
Do I roll the 10? Or do we discuss what my alter ego is?
That's actually... That 10 is actually the result of the roll. It rolled automatically. So, we are running pretty long already. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good.
I'm present.
Okay. I'm going to move on from you, Travis. Give you a moment to think about what Victor's new personality is going to be for the next 10 rounds. Which we're definitely not playing another 10 rounds. And what you're going to do with the hunting horror that you now at least tenuously control. The one that's on fire on the ground. I'm thinking he wants to leave. So, it's going to leap up into the air. Does anybody want to do anything about that before it gets away?
Yes.
I'm not.
Wait, the horror gets away?
Before
dragon,
the
yes.
dragon, yes.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Connor
Send it
does
back
have
where
the
it came
world's
from. I
worst
don't wanna
tunnel
deal with
vision
it.
right now.
Alright, Connor doesn't want to do anything. James doesn't want to do anything. Birdie?
I'm gonna try to shoot. I'm gonna try to shoot at it.
Alright. So I'll
Just to
take
see
it
if I
off.
can get rid of it.
Go ahead and give it a shot. It is a big target, that's for sure. You click that first button as many times as the shots you want to take. Then you push the new shoot button.
Does multi-shot give disadvantage?
Yeah, it gives the.
Yeah, each bullet
It gives a.
is going to take one disadvantage.
Okay.
But that's getting canceled out by the big target, so.
Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom.
Alright.
Ooh!
That extreme success
And I'm
is
gonna
nice.
spend 2 more
Another
luck for,
2 luck?
for those. Yep. I've got plenty of luck. 2 doesn't make much difference.
Roll your damage.
I'm 14 damage. About as much as it takes to kill a normal man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the problem.
Oh! Oh!
Remember what I said about the armor?
Oh, damn.
fair.
So yeah, the last one there, because it's because you got the extreme success, it's an impaling blow. It is going to go through the armor, so you're going to see that last bullet go deep into his chest, but it's not enough. The first 2 bullets just bounce right off of its hide. Last one goes into his chest as it rises up into the air.
Can the ricochets conveniently take out a couple of extra cultists?
They will take out cultists that were running right at James.
Okay.
Well, I finished them off.
Connor and James, what are you focused on at this point?
Connor's basically gonna walk over and while she's on the ground and basically just put a foot on her and point the gun at her and say, in the next life, don't fuck with Connor Leone. It just uploads.
Okay. Yep, you murder her.
Yeah.
No problem. And James, are you staying focused on the same thing? You can get up and help to guide the inspector away at this point if you want.
Yeah, I think I want to get up. And I want to try and get his attention as I'm still kind of limping because I don't think I don't think I'm in any good shape right now.
You're probably going.
There's probably a lot of coughing, a little bit of blood coming out.
Yeah. Physician, heal thyself.
And just tell him, get me out of here.
Yeah, the two of he's clearly still not in real control of himself, but you can trigger his he's a good cop, so you can trigger his protective instincts, and he will. The two of you can help each other to start to leave. Theodore, do you have anything special in mind?
Did the dragon just take off and leave?
Yeah. In very bad shape, though. And still on fire, so who knows what's going to happen with that.
I'll come over to James and you alright?
You going to get the other side and assist these men out of here?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, Victor. You know, I think one part of your shifted personality is going to be a better sense of what's actually prudent.
Okay.
And you're going to know that this is not your pet. Like, you did not just conquer this thing and tame it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So real quick, while you have control of it, what are you gonna do?
Can I get it to attack the other one and jump off? So it's no longer my problem?
They're both pretty high in the air. You can definitely get it to do that. But when you jump off, where are you going? You don't have a parachute.
I don't have a parachute. I'm checking my swim skill.
Gonna do the superhero shoot the water to break the surface tension of the water trick.
I don't want to be here. I don't think I have the capabilities of fighting these things off. If I get them to fight each other, you know, that's no longer my problem. I can run away. Trees. I guess a tree's gonna have to make for a decent landing.
Or,
A tree.
Or,
That's gonna go well.
Okay.
Hit every branch.
or you could just land and send it away.
Nah.
It's a temporary thing. If I can convince them to fight
You
each
can
other,
at least also get Gavigan's body.
what do you think I'm gonna be landing on?
You just have to land, I don't know, like somewhere over here. off
I
to
don't
the
think you
side.
understand. I'm going to be using him as a shield to take the blunt of the impact.
Is that a thing you think works?
Nah. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
sounds
it's gonna work.
reasonable enough in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll absorb some of the shock, but not like all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're still falling at 9.8
Let him do the thing.
meters per second
Yeah.
per second.
Let him do the thing.
You're doing your cool thing, man. So the two of you see like the fire-breathing dragon rising up into the air, and then you see coming from over the ocean, the one you don't know if this is the same one Gavigan flew off on or how many of these things might be in the sky, but suddenly it flies back in from over the ocean and it attacks it in midair, and you see the two of them lock into a spiral and start rising up into the air fighting each other, and then you see a flash of red as Gavigan's robes come falling towards the ground.
His robes?
Gavigan's wearing robes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think the only thing you can roll here is luck, buddy.
Hey.
I only have 7 luck at now.
Which you've already
I
dropped it down
know.
to 7. So
I don't know how
great
anything
job
else
for
can
you.
possibly help you.
That's a lie. Hold on.
How's that a lie?
We got an Ankh that has 10 magic.
You don't.
I don't, but Theodore's gonna see this bit
So-
of...
But does Theodore know it's his dad?
I'm pretty sure Theodore would think, oh hey, Gavigan's back.
You can do that thing with the scepters, but remember when I told you earlier that you only felt that flash of power the first time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
I
was
only
one
did it
time
once?
use magic item. Oh my god.
No! He
You
keeps
did say
doing
that.
it!
I'll tell you, try it again tomorrow.
I still have 5 magic points. I was gonna use all of it. If I
do
could
what?
cushion the blow, to make sure that he lands perfectly safe.
That's not gonna happen. You could use it as a shield to block 5 points of damage to him.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see what this says about falling damage. Because that's not a thing that's come up before.
Right?
He's breaking
Oh,
out the
yes.
book, lads.
I would ask if I'm able to help a little bit by using like kind of like say kind of like trying to channel a little bit of my magic points,
Well, do you know any
but I don't know if
spells?
that would help. No.
Yeah.
See, the thing that I'm having trouble with is that Birdie's just gonna see the robes and
Right.
think, "Oh, Gavigan's back," and is gonna start shooting.
I would like to imagine, as this is happening,
Gavigan's falling
Theodore
down. Why would you shoot at him?
To make sure.
Theodore
I think
looks
he's
up.
already gonna die pretty much before that. And
Yeah,
if he doesn't, then you shoot him after he starts trying to move again.
Moments before.
I think
Victor
it's unlikely
falls.
you're shooting at him.
We're dealing with undead people and magic people. That guy's flying. He jumped off the dragon to start flying at us.
Like, he
Oh, he's
literally
not
took
flying at
several
us. He's
shots
flying
to
straight
the
at the
heart.
ground.
Yeah, like, unironically, if we were going to do combat for another round, Connor was going to reload and empty the clip again into Sar.
Okay.
There is no such thing as too safe.
There's no such thing as two dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've got it here. We're gonna do 4d10. You gonna roll it or am I? Okay. Okay.
He's still alive.
Is your son going to try to soften the blow?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Make your telekinesis roll.
Doesn't work.
No, I'm afraid
And it's
not.
bad.
But you said he still lives.
He still lives.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that would kill a lesser man, i.e. me.
That would kill me directly.
If it makes you feel better, I only have 7 left.
God, how much constitution do you have?
Where is it? 90.
Completely ignoring the fact that both of your ankles are now broken.
Yeah, he's a
Everything's
broken
hurt.
man.
Make your check, buddy. Okay. So, all of you standing around watching the dragon battle, seeing the red robes falling, suddenly you see Theodore, who's been helping James and Inspector Barrington a bit. He turns around, he reacts. You see, what do? Do you like put your hand to your head? How do you...
I feel like this is an important time for him to just like try to reach out because
Okay.
like, you know, he got a glimpse of one of
So-
the faces.
He turns around, he puts both his hands up in the air as though he's trying to stop the red robes falling. And then his eyes roll back in his head and he collapses to the ground. And then there's a crunch on the ground as Gavigan's body hits the ground and splits. And as though hatching from a gory egg, you see Victor lying in these terrible remains, horribly injured. Shoulder, if not broken, then out of joint for sure. And what do you say to your friends, Victor?
I am vengeance.
Connor seeing that just pops the cylinder out on the revolver and slides one bullet. Yes,
Birdie
you sure are,
also-
buddy.
Birdie also just slowly pops her head out, readies her gun just in case.
You're still one of us, right, bud? Second bullet gets in the chamber.
I think this will be a perfect time for
Yeah.
Victor to just pass out and we just fade to black.
Works for me. So, good job, everybody.
Hey,
You have disrupted the grand rite. Probably killed at least one of the dragons.
Good.
God.
You
and I
have
just did magic. Woo!
you've killed the leadership of the cult in England, and yes, 2 of you have gone a step down the path towards embracing your own roles in the cult.
Congratulations.
I had a lot of fun.
My
with
ribs
this.
don't feel right. think I cracked one of them.
Look, I was saving the bloody tongue thing for the first person that actually it would do something for, and it was thematic. So
Yeah.
I had to.
He would not have fled if you hadn't been sealing his mouth shut. He would have been staying there and casting spells.
Yeah.
So good job. That was a wise thing to do to him. We will have to decide where your next destination is. I can tell you.
What was the place called again?
I think-
Shanghai?
I think
Yeah.
a session of downtime would be in order.
Well, we can do a session of downtime on the boat you're going on.
Yeah. While Victor is having, surgery to replace all of his shoulder and ribs.
No, to say I'm gonna need to get patched up. You need to get patched up. We have 3 people that are basically near death.
I think even with that fall, I'm still more patched up than Connor.
How much?
I have 7 left. Connor had 4 left, right, or something like that.
No, I thought you
Five.
were-
Oh yeah, he has that 7 hit points.
So you're matching. And
Yeah,
then there's
he's got-
me. James, poor James at 4.
And Theodore, here is the paper that you stuffed into your backpack, just so that you have it. Your man purse. Good job, all of you.
Whee!
We did it. I'm real tired. Are there any closing remarks?
Have a good night, everybody,
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.
and thank you for playing.
Buenas
Oh.
noches.